Hello students, good morning. In the last lecture we have seen introduction of the standard 12 entire syllabus, and then we have also seen how to download KompoZer from the internet. Okay, right now we are going to start chapter number 1, creating HTML forms using the KompoZer. Okay, now in the HTML forms we can create different kinds of tags also, like we can create forms, input tables like checkbox, radio button, text box. Okay, all these things we can create. Text area also we can also create selection and options tools also. Very first we can create a form means what? A area where we can put different objects into together. Okay, that is called a form. Like form element used to, if you want to select a form, for example form and slash form we have to use inside that, and then we have to type here action equal to the form, which is we have given the name of the form with the followed by .html extension, and method should be post. Post means we are going to submit our data on the server, and that it will be validated on the internet also. Then all the elements we will put together, and then at the last of the form we have to close the form using the slash form. Okay, and then using the http it will be validated hypertext transfer protocol method. Okay, there are two values are there, get and post. Get method reviews the data from the form and send it to the server by attaching it to the end of the URL. So it will be send all the information at the end of the URL, so that anyone can see that particular information using the URL. So ultimately we can say get is not the security purpose method. This method allows only a limited amount of information to be sent at a time. In the post method, the data is sent a block through the HTTP transactions. The data is included in the body of the request. This method does not have any restrictions of the data length, and the default value of the method is get. Okay, so we can use two other method, but we will use only the post method because it is very secure, and because it is transmit the data using the HTTP protocol, hypertext transfer protocol. Now which kind of elements we can put inside the HTML code? Okay, so we can use the radio button to check the value at a time. We can select only one. For example, if you want to select a gender, then there may be two gender, male and female. Okay, so you can select either male or the female, so you have only one choice. So at that time we can put the radio button. Then we can see the checkbox. Checkbox is used to select multiple checks, like if you are going to select hobbies, so maybe there is possibility to select more than one hobby of the students will be there. So checkbox gives us facility to select more than one hobbies. Now text is an area where we can type some kind of text, like enter your name. So in that we can type our name. Okay, the password, in the HTML password is separate, like a text box is there, but it can not display any kind of text or letters. It will be a kind of dot or the stars instead of the letters it will display. Submit button is used to send your data to the server. Once all the information is filled on the form, then finally you can send your data on the server using the submit button. Okay, and then reset. But reset is used to similar for this submit, but submit button sends data on the server. While for example, if you have made some mistake to type the data and you don't want to send your information on the server, at that time we can click on the reset. Okay, so that we can reset the forms also. So now let's begin to create a text area element. Text area and the text both are similar, but in this you can type limited text like 40 to 30 characters long. But sometimes if you want to type entire 100 or 200 letters at the same time, okay, then we can use text area element to type like your address or 200 characters long. So in that we can pass two things, parameters, rows and columns. How many rows you want to enter? So 4 rows and 20 columns are there. So you can type up to 20 columns and 4 rows long data. Okay, now we can select an optional is there. For example, if you have selection of that select city, then in this select city you maybe have choices that Ahmedabad, Rajkot, Surat, Surendranagar. Okay, this kind of choices you have. So at that time we can create this selection option to select the multiple options. Okay, now let's see, this is the code, one HTML page which is created on the notepad. So if you want to create before we proceed on that, let's see what is the notepad. Notepad is also called a text editor, but it is not GUI. It is called common simple text editor, where we can type all the text here one by one. All the text we have to type here in the notepad, and then we have to save it, and then after saving we can run this HTML page. Okay, then it will be seems like this kind of output. So if you start to type these entire things in a notepad, okay, right now hardly maybe you can take up to 30 to 40 minutes to type entire things without any uh, interruption, okay. And then once you typed everything in the notepad in this and you save and run it, there may be chances to have occurred an error, and then it may take some more 20 to 30 minutes to solve all the errors, okay. So it is ultimately I want to say that when you type something in a notepad then and save it, then it will be time consuming task, because notepad not gives us facility to use the GUI means graphical user interface, where you can put all the options, all the input text boxes and everything, drag and drop. No, here no any facility is there for GUI. So that we have started to create all the websites and HTML pages inside the KompoZer. So let's start to open the KompoZer first, which we have installed in previous lecture. If you didn't see in my previous lectures, then go to the web browser, search on the Google, then browser computer center, and then you will see my playlist will be there. In that you can find out the 12 English medium by name is, and then you can click my first video where you can see how to download the KompoZer. That video will be there, okay. And you can, using this video, you can see how to download the videos KompoZer and how to install the KompoZer first. And student, please like and subscribe my channel if you like videos, and share it also with your friends, okay. Now we are moving to the how to start the KompoZer. So on the desktop we have KompoZer, okay. Now double click on that, then KompoZer will be started. So till then just wait for a few seconds so that it will be open, okay. So now see, we can see here our GUI is open. Now pressing F9, you can see the manager toolbox is there, okay. But if it's not visible, then we can see here show and hide all the things by using click here. So site manager is there. Now click on the site manager, all the site web pages and everything will be displayed here. If it is not available here, means it is hidden, then you can go to the view, show and hide, and then you can click on the site manager, or you simply can press F9, okay. So this is all the GUI of our KompoZer. Here it is, you can see the title bars are there, okay. It is written by untitled because right now we haven't saved this file, so it is untitled is there. When we will save this file, whatever name we will give, it will display here. Now the KompoZer name is there here, minimize, maximize and restore button is there, okay. Then after menu bar is there, file menu, all the files, new file, open, save as, recent, and or if you want to export your text and if you want to save, print, everything will be in the file menu will be there. Now edit menu, it is responsible for the cut, copy, paste, and some changes are there, then you can use the edit menu. View menu, to display or to hide something, for example if you want to hide the toolbar 1, toolbar 2, okay. What toolbar, then click here. So you can see here toolbar 1 is hidden. Now again we want to hide the toolbar 2 also, so toolbar 2 is hidden also. Now we want to hide the edit mode toolbar also, so you can see everything is one by one, it is hidden. Status bar also, okay. So whatever you want to hide it, just click on that, it will be automatically hidden, okay, itself. Now ruler bar also, so see, we have hidden everything. Now if you want to come back it again, so simply move to the window, view menu, then go to the show and hide. Now click a composition toolbar, so you can see a composition toolbar is activated now. Now after that we are going to show the format toolbar 1. So this is called the format toolbar 1, it is now displaying. Now after that we will see format toolbar 2. So it is at the bottom, format toolbar 2 is displaying like center, bold, italic in this panel. Then after edit mode, then it is given here edit mode, normal, HTML tags, source and review is there. And the last one which we are going to see is status bar, okay. Status bar display your current activated tag. So it is right now we are working in a body tag, so it is displaying body. And the last one we are going to display the ruler. So here we can say ruler, horizontal ruler and the vertical ruler both. It is up to 307 pixels long, our window is there. Right now our cursor on the 0 pixel is working, okay. So this way, this is all about the GUI. Now if you want to insert anything, image, table, forms, and all the form fields will be here. If you want to create a link will be here. If you want to create PHP, then you can type PHP code here, okay. Then you have to format and like font size, text size, and whatever you want to do, everything you find in a format. If you want to create a table, just click on the table and insert the number of rows and columns and call span, row span, row border, column border, okay. Everything you will find here. So this is all about the our CS KompoZer and its GUI, okay. Now this is our main area. Now at the bottom we can see here normal, this is the normal view. If you click here, it will be display HTML tags. All the HTML tags will be display here. Now source, the HTML code which will be display here automatically. And preview means how your website will looks like on the internet or a web browser. It will be called a preview. Okay, so now we are going to click on the normal view. Now move to the our question that was how to create all the websites here. So if you want to create this in a notepad, then it will take up to 30 to 40 minutes, and then it also take 20 minutes to make a code error free. Okay, now for this to create this entire things, okay, we have a GUI stands for graphical user interface, and it is KompoZer is there. Many debugger is there like KompoZer, Ellipse, GBuilder is there, NetBeans are there, right? Many other J VS Code is also there. So these are the code editor that in that we can type a code also for different things. But right now we are going to use the KompoZer. It is called what you see and what you get. It is called WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. Also we can use the CSS. So everything we have learned one by one. Edit mode is also there. Now students, we are going to learn how to create the first file inside this. Okay, so now switch to the main file. Now click a file and take a new. Okay, it will ask you what kind of file do you want to create. We want to just create a blank document file. Okay, and where you want to save it, so we will click here, and wherever you want to save, just click on this save. Now you want to blank it, so click here, and your untitled is here. Now first I want to close it first blank. Now I have closed it. Okay, this way we can create the blank notebook. Okay, now this, after this we can create also open the existing one. For example, we have saved it. Now press Ctrl S and type here like my first web page dot html. We have to write the extension. Okay, yeah, sorry, dot to and okay. So whatever we have typed and did given the name, it is taken, and where we are going to put it, so we are going to put it on the specific location like this. Okay, and then standard 12, and then we will save inside this. Now you can see we whatever name we have given with the path, it is displaying on the title bar. Also it is showing yes. Okay, so we have saved it, and also we can open the existing file also. Okay, now we are going to create a form inside this. Okay, so how to create a form? Just by clicking on the go to the insert tab. Okay, we are going to start how to design a form. So insert and go to the form and click on the define form. When you click on that, it will displaying the form name. So we'll type here my first web page dot html. Okay, and url remain whatever you are going to, it will be remain same, or form name is this. Okay, and then we are going to type here form name dot url, and the method will be here. We can select the post. Okay, and then click ok. Once you have added form, you can see this is the boundary. This is the boundary where you can see the border. Okay, that means we have added the form inside our page. Okay, now we are going to insert one by one all the labels and everything. For example, we are going to type here name. Okay, ultimately what we are going to do is we are going to create a form, a simple form like and username and the email id and then submit button. Like this kind of page we are going to draw. Okay, like this. Okay, so now first we have to import the label first. Okay, so how to create a label? It is very simple to create a label. Now just go to here insert tab and then form, and then you can click on this define a label. Okay, either you can also take here and then click here define a label. A second option is you can click on the source. Okay, and then you can type here label also, then you can type here the name whatever you are going to type. So click on the HTML tags and put here the label, and then click here define a label and type the name. For example, we are type here name. Okay, so here you can see here label is added and the name is label. Got it? So now after the label we are going to put a text box after this. So we will click here text area, not text area, but we will use here text form field, and then we will have here text. Okay, now the type field name, that will be text box for name text box, and initial value we don't want to give any kind of initial value. Means by default which kind of text it will be display automatically. So right now we are not going to type anything, so it will be here like this input. Okay, now we are going to input second email id label, so we will type here enter. Okay, and then we will go to same and then define. Okay, now next we are going to put a text box here, so go to the form field and text is there. Now type the text name, that will be text underscore email. Okay, and they have also told us to initial name something we have to put on that, so will type here abc. Okay, for example abc at the rate abc dot uh, org, right? So it will be initial value will be there on that text box. Okay, now click on okay. Now here you can see initial text is there. Okay, so this way we can create the all the things. Then after we are going to put the submit button. Okay, so for this go to the home, click on the define a button, then submit button, then type the name will be submit, and then value will be the submit also, then type the capital letter submit here. Okay, and then click on okay. You can see blank textbooks blank button is there, but not, it is not blank. Click on the source. When you click on the source, here button is there, so between this we are going to type the button name, that will be submit, and press the control S. Now you can see we have seen the submit button. Now if you want to press the cancel button, also you can press the cancel button here, insert and then form, and then they define a button. Okay, then from the button you can click on the reset, type the name as reset, and value also the value must be the reset also here. Okay, and then click on the okay. Then also the label is button is there, but it is not displaying, so between these two button and slash button we will type here reset. Okay, and then click on the normal text, it will be reset is there. Now we are going to press Ctrl S. Now let's see different views. This is the normal view in which we can see all the labels and text box and the buttons. Now if you click on the HTML text, see all the text with the name. This is label, this is label, this is button, and but input button is there, and all these tasks, all the components are given on the form. Okay, and form is behind the body tag. Now this is the source code which we are not going to type, but the computer or the compiler itself will write the entire code. Okay, and then this is the preview. This is look like on the internet. Now press F5 to run this our program. Okay, by pressing F5 from the keyboard, it will run our program on the web browser. Whatever default web browser will be there in your computer, it will be run. See, we have seen it. Now here we can press anything like okay, then we are going to type the here name whatever will be there, and like this. Now we want to submit it, click on the submit, because we are not giving any kind of actions. You will click on reset, everything will be deleted. Okay students, so this way we can create the simple way of the animation, simple way of the text box, labels and the button of use in the KompoZer. Next tutorial we are going to learn the all the registration form, entire registration form inside the KompoZer. So till then, bye, and hope you understood this and do it in your computer and do step by step all the things so that you can learn it easily. And students, don't forget to like my channel and also subscribe and also like the videos and share to your friends also. Okay students, till then, bye, and I hope you do it at your home and send me the screenshot of this file, whatever you have created, send me the file. Okay, with the screenshot. Okay, bye.